Blessed day, everyone. So the topics more want to talk about in this video: mass gunman cuts down popular businessman, cop seeks assistance to identify burned body, 18 people arrested at a party for breaking curfew laws, and more updates on the COVID-19 cases in Jamaica. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the man will get cut down. So it says, mass gunman cuts down popular businessman in Morant Bay. In a heart-rending development on Saturday, a mask-wearing gunman looking like almost all males in public these days shot 55-year-old businessman Arjo Balani at his business establishment on Queen Street in Morant Bay, St. Thomas, resulting in the popular entrepreneur's death. A video which has circulated on social media since then showed several cops ferrying an injured Balani, otherwise called Raj, to a waiting police vehicle. Reports from the Morant Bay police are that about midday, Balani and 3 of his employees were pounced upon by a gunman wearing a mask who was traveling on foot. It is reported that the gunman demanded money from Balani before shooting him several times. The police were alerted and Balani was taken to a hospital where he was pronounced dead. His employees who were at the crime scene escaped unhurt. Balani hailed from the East Prospect in St. Thomas. Jamaica is presently battling a mushroom public health crisis triggered by the coronavirus pandemic. As a part of the health-related protocols to combat the global pandemic, members of the public have been encouraged to wear masks in public to stem the spread of the disease, creating a sort of catch-22 for law enforcement officials amid the new normal. It is understood that while the wearing of masks in public is accepted to be a necessity of the COVID-19 fight, the scenario, while hinders efforts to identify and apprehend possible and actual criminals and wrongdoers in general. So people, to be honest, the other day I sit down and I said, Jano Star, everybody in a mask, police can't identify who is who. And, you know, I feel like some men are going to start use this to them advantage and see it, the first developing story. And really and truly, if you don't wear the mask, you put yourself at risk. And not only that, them not let in at the supermarkets, them not let in at the store completely. So we know that standard protocol right about now. And we not forget or spell out anything because it's quite obvious them come for that businessman here, you see it? Obviously this person here watch him and say, yo, you know, he might make a money and thing, we're going to try rob him and thing. That's why everybody has escaped unhurt because of the boss them want, you see my people. But anyways, I just want to condolences to his family. You know, so tough times we live in now, especially if him are the breadwinner, you understand, I take care of him youths them and you don't know how the thing go when you lose somebody like that. Are the hardest thing, you see my people. But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. I'm going to move on to the next story. 18 people arrested at a party for breaking COVID-19 curfew. Police have arrested and charged 18 persons who were held at a party in downtown Kingston Saturday night, May the 2nd, in breach of the law banning parties as the nation fights COVID-19. A video circulating on social media shows several people at a party and police, including a senior officer, rounding them up. They were arrested by a team of police from the Public Safety and Traffic Enforcement Branch and the Kingston Central Police for breaching of the Disaster Risk Management Act on Orange Street in Kingston. Reports from the PSTEB are that about 7:15 p.m. the team was on patrol on Orange Street when they heard loud music playing and proceeded to investigate the source. They subsequently found a group of people at a party and instructed them to go home. The majority compiled, however 18 did not, which resulted in the violators being arrested and charged for breaching the Disaster Risk Management Act. They were all granted bail and are scheduled to appear in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday, June the 30th. So yes, people, honestly, I don't even know what to say about this. The only thing we can say is, them very stupid, you understand? No disrespect, but how you go really there one party, see, and the police come and tell you, say, you forgot your yard, but you decide, say, you not listen where the police are, say, you go and kick back and build a vibe same way. No, in a party not supposed to keep or anything like that. You understand? You already get a chance when the police come and tell us if you leave and go your yard, you know. But you decide, say, yeah, go against that. And that at the part, I can't understand why people like to disobey the law. I always wonder if them just want to prove them strength or prove say them not have to listen to police or the authorities. I just can't get it. And that's the reason why I can't sorry for some of them people. Because at the end of the day, right this present minute, I don't see who could have invite me at one party. Me tell you plain and straight. Not even if you give away money over there. Not only say me I try to protect my health by keeping away hear from a lot of persons. But me no also want I forgot court. Me no want I fear deal with no court system and police and you understand people that come bail me out. Me can't bother with them drama there.
No sir, I can't believe this. Curfew time and there's a party. You can't believe this. Look at this. Curfew time and there's a party going on right here. Look there. Yeah, no party them a keep.
But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. 18 persons get arrested just because them play hard and basically after the police say, Gaia yard. Anyway, people, I'm going to move on to the next story. Cops seeking help to identify burned body found in St. Andrew in January. The police are appealing to members of public to assist them in their efforts to identify the body of a man that was found partially burned and decomposed in bushes off Dusttree Road in Irishtown, St. Andrew in January. The police indicated that the body is of dark complexion, medium build, is about 182 centimeters, which equals 6 feet tall, and was clad in blue shorts. According to reports, on January the 20th at about 6:15 a.m., residents stumbled upon the body and called the police. On their arrival, the police found the body lying on its back. The scene was processed and the body was removed to the morgue. Anyone who may be able to assist the police to identify the body is being asked to contact Irishtown Police at 876-944-8242, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Jano Star, so if nobody has listened to this and you can't find a family member, a male family member for a while now, you might want to go check this out, you see me? Because you never can tell. But all of this happened from in a January zine, and we in our May right now, which are like 4 months now. So you tell me, say, nobody not going to identify this body here. The body just go dead and rotten down, so. Boy, me tell the people, we live in a really tough world right about now. But leave in the comments and let me know what you think about this. I'm going to move on to the next story. 12-hour curfew extended, 2 new COVID-19 cases. The national daily 12-hour curfew that was slated to end this Wednesday has been extended by 7 days until 6 a.m. on Wednesday, May the 13th. The curfew, which runs from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. daily, was slated to end on May the 6th. It was implemented as the government took steps to mitigate against the spread of the coronavirus in Jamaica. The number of confirmed cases of COVID-19 in the country has risen by 2 to 471 over the past 24 hours. Prime Minister Andrew Holness made the announcement Monday evening during a digital press conference at Jamaica House. He also announced that other measures will remain in force, such as the stay-at-home orders for persons 65 years and over, the wearing of masks in public, the observance of social distancing guidelines, as well as gatherings of no more than 10 persons. The guidelines relating to barber shops and hairdressing salons will remain in force until May the 31st, and waterways, rivers and beaches will remain closed until that date, Holness said. The Prime Minister said the Cabinet has been examining the closure of bars, organizant of the fact that there are some 10,000 bars that employ several thousand Jamaicans. He said that an announcement regarding bars will be made in a matter of days. Meanwhile, Jamaicans are encouraged to continue working from home where possible, and the protocols for the business process outscoring sector will remain in place until May the 31st. The 2 new cases of the novel coronavirus are a 12-year-old male from St. Catherine and a 20-year-old female from Clarendon. Both are contacts of a confirmed cases and were identified through contact tracing. At the same time, 11 more persons have recovered from the respiratory virus, bringing to 49 those now deemed to be free of the dreaded disease. There are 221 confirmed COVID-19 cases related to the Alarica call center in Portmore, St. Catherine, which constitutes the majority of the cases in Jamaica. Presently, there are 35 imported COVID-19 cases, 168 are contacts of a confirmed case, 9 were locally transmitted and 221 are linked to Alarica, while 38 cases remain under investigation. Of the total number of cases, 291 or 62% are females, while 180 or 38% are males. With ages ranging from 2 years to 87 years, 9 persons have succumbed to the disease. So people, out of all of this, at least we have some good news. 49 people have recovered. And we have to give God thanks for that. You see me, I'm telling you, it could have much worse. Yes, we lost 9 persons. You know, that is very sad. But we still have to give thanks for the people that may recover. Trust me. You know, them for go home and make sure pray and just thank God. Also, we have to big up the nurses, them. We have to big up the doctors, them. We have to big up everybody who play a vital part in helping these 49 persons recover. And hopefully some more persons recover as me talk right now. But people, wanna just try to stay safe. I mean, the Prime Minister do all what him can do. He mafia try, you know, mitigate certain things, and, you know, so a lot of persons that get lay off right now. We see KFC out for lay off people, are them actually already start lay off. Courts are lay off people. So, you know, you have to kind of try to balance out the thing away. But as I always say in my video, this too shall pass, and we as a nation are going to overcome all of this no matter what, you see me? But leave in the comments and make me know what you think about this. And remember, people, stay safe. Bless upon yourself. I'm out.